Your morning news now. Dozens of school teachers spoke up at last night's school board meeting saying they are underappreciated and underpaid. They say many districts are giving their teachers a consumer-based cost of living increase of 4.7%. The La Crosse School District only offered its teachers a 2% increase. Nearly 80 congressional districts are holding primaries across 7 states, with some that could determine control of the U.S. House come November. Wisconsin's state primary is not until August 9th. Leader Ethics of Wisconsin is hosting a forum today to talk about what's called Final Five voting. Community members and legislative leaders from both sides of the aisle will be there to talk about why they believe this process is a viable alternative to the current voting process. The presentation will take place in the Quick Trip room of the Lunda Center. That is tonight at 5. Lawmakers in Washington say they are close to a deal on legislation addressing gun violence. Some are hopeful it could be ready this week. A bipartisan group of senators are working on a proposal that includes enhanced background checks, new incentives for states with red flag laws, and investments in school safety and mental health. The attorney for the suspect charged with killing a La Crosse teenager says he acted in self-defense. 18-year-old Sage Hickey of Ontario, Wisconsin, is accused of shooting and killing 15-year-old Storm Vondrashek on May 22nd. Hickey turned himself into police on Friday. Prosecutors say Hickey and Greengrass have had a conflict before.
A mix of sun and clouds here today with a high of 75 degrees, making it for a comfortable afternoon. Light northerly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is waking up to headlines like this one this morning after narrowly surviving a confidence vote. Though victorious, the vote was a blow to Johnson, with 41% of his party casting ballots against his leadership after months of scandals and gaffes that has raised questions over his authority to govern Britain and knocked his standing among the public. The La Crosse School Board voted last night to name the Logan School Fieldhouse after former teacher and athletic director Steve Hull. Hull was a big part of advancing the school's athletics and had been serving the Mississippi Valley Conference as commissioner when he passed in April. He was 72 years old. Western Technical College dedicates its POW MIA Memorial today. The memorial was finished in 2020, but COVID-19 delayed a formal dedication and celebration. That ceremony will be at 10:30 this morning in the Western Courtyard, which is along 7th Street. La Crosse's Riverfest celebration is about a month away, and you can get your button now. You can buy buttons at Festival and Quick Trip stores for $7, but if you buy before June 30th, prices, if you buy before June 30th, I should say, and then prices go up to $10 after that. So kids under 12, they get in for free. Riverfest kicks off on June 30th. That's in La Crosse's Riverside Park. Tom Wopat of Dukes of Hazzard fame kicks off Onalaska's summer concert series tonight with his band, the General Lee. Music starts at 6:30 in Onalaska's Dash Park. Great River Sound concerts will be every Tuesday night through August, put on by the Onalaska Hilltoppers Rotary. And there is a new quarter from the U.S. Mint. It honors Cherokee leader Wilma Mankiller, the first female principal chief of the Cherokee Nation. The Native American activist is featured on the third quarter released this year as part of the American Women Quarters program. Mankiller joins poet, writer, and activist Maya Angelou and astronaut Sally Ride, the first American woman in space.
As you head out the door, we're looking at a mix of sun and clouds here today. Temperatures in the low 70s at noon, followed by 75 degrees later this afternoon. Light northerly winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour.
And don't forget to keep up with the news of the day at news8000.com. We'll have the latest updates coming up at News 8 now at noon as well. But before we go, here is the answer to today's Dairy Quiz question. The #1 favorite ice cream flavor in the U.S. That is vanilla. CBS Mornings follows us here. Derek and I will see you again tomorrow at 5 a.m. And be sure to join us for News 8 now at noon and 5 and 6 o'clock. Have a great day.